Yeah, welcome back. Another fight in New Jersey. That must have been the most exciting part of this whole thing for you,
It's the
right?
best state in the world.
Yeah.
Nowhere I'd rather be.
How'd that come together? Because you weren't on this card originally, right?
I guess so. Once I saw there was a Jersey card, I think it was kind of a late card. It was supposed to be a European card.
Yeah.
And then when they switched it here, I was like, I gotta get on that. And I was just waiting. And then a week or two. So I kind of was mentally on the card right as I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to fight this summer. I was trying to fight on the Minneapolis card. But once I saw Jersey, I was like, that's the one. So I got into camp then. They offered me a fight at the end of June. So it was, usually you'll have like 8 to 10 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
This one was probably like 6 or so. But it was perfect. I was preparing early, and I don't know if this guy had an opponent. Allegedly he did.
Yeah.
And then worked out for me. This is exactly where I want to be.
Yeah, 100%. So you've been wanting to get back for a little while now.
Oh, yeah.
Fighting in March, right?
Yeah. I had to wipe that dirt off my shoulder. Got a little sick in the last fight, and didn't perform near what I should. So ready to make a big statement. Correct that on Saturday.
And I know you've talked in some other interviews about what you had to deal with in the Diego fight. Can you maybe just refresh people who may not know and how?
I had kidney failure. I was sick a few weeks leading up. When you're sick and you're losing fluids, dehydrated, then you dehydrate yourself, and you're crazy dehydrated. A minute into the fight, I was just zapped. I had nothing. I had nothing a minute in. Sick. But there was no way I was gonna pull out. That was a big opportunity, and I thought I was gonna win when I walked right in there.
Yeah, that must be a really, I don't want to say like frightening experience, but you go in there and you train so hard, you go into the fight and you say
it's very frustrating.
And you're like,
very frustrating.
Yeah,
more frustrating than frightening. You're just like, what is it? What's going on? You know what I mean? You're like, why am I'm not firing right? Nothing. Yeah, but I'd say it's I have less fear now. I've been in there on my worst day. I've been there when I should have been when I had to be in a hospital bed. I've been in the cage fighting a killer, and so I have it's bringing me confidence. Nothing could go that wrong. So I feel I'm pretty fearless going into this.
Yeah, you've had to experience the worst.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen the worst. So yeah.
Yeah. So how do you take that experience and push forward? Because obviously it wasn't, in your mind, I'm sure it wasn't a product of a lack of skill or anything like that, or desire or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just the physical restraint you had.
Yeah. So I feel good. I did take it as a loss, as like the way you learn from a loss, though. I prepared super well for this. Like I said, I feel good. I feel loose. I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel great.
And you mentioned you'd regularly do 8-week, 10-week camp, or have that long to prepare for someone with 6 weeks. How does that change things? Is it anything dramatic? I know you said you were kind of already training, but
nothing really. I think it kind of kept me from overtraining.
Okay.
That's also probably what adds to me being sick and doing all that shit. But yeah, I think I was able to keep it short, sweet. Worked hard as fuck. Worked super hard, running pretty much every day, 5 days a week, running hard, run to the point, like pushing it, going deep. So I feel very prepared. I feel great, man.
Yeah, and I know you've kind of mixed up the training in the recent years. Where did you do this one?
In Jersey, at home.
Okay, you came back.
Yeah, did it at home. I was running down the shore all summer. Yeah.
Yeah, why? What factored in the decision to do that?
I'm happiest here.
Okay.
This is my home. I've been all over the world, and I don't love any place like I love Jersey. I have all my like in LA, I got great training, and I want I'm gonna go back there and keep training at times.
Yeah.
But my home is Jersey. I'm happiest here. My family's here. All my friends are here. My friends who are family are here. Between sessions, I can go see my baby sisters. I could see my family. I could see my friends, and that's good for your mind.
Yeah, 100%. Have you fought in the UFC in Jersey yet? Or
I've never fought as a pro in Jersey.
Oh wow! So what's that experience going to be like? Are people, more people than usual hitting you up? Is it a little overwhelming?
No, not overwhelming. I appreciate it. I love it. These are my Jersey animals. These are my people. I'm one of them. So everyone in the all the Jersey people in the stands. You know, that's people who grew up like me. You know, got people who are like me. You know, so it feels good. It feels good to be home.
Yeah, no doubt. What do you think the crowd reaction is going to be like for you? I know you guys are in a pretty good spot on this card as well.
Yeah, I think it'll be big. I think me and Jim Miller are gonna get some big pops from the crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine the two Jersey guys. I just talked to him as well. And in terms of the actual matchup, what do you know about Salim? Is this one, is there being much focus on him, or is the focus more on you and what you're doing here?
I watch him. You know, you see what he does, see his tendencies, see you know, just what to expect. But it's you know, I'm gonna be forcing my game. I focus on me. I can't control him until we're in the cage. You know, then I can. But for now, you know, I just work on me, be the best version of myself.
Yeah, and I'm sure, this is a big moment for your career and everything too, getting to fight here and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What do you look at, for the rest of the year beyond this? And you're still so young. It feels like your road in the UFC. You've been doing here for a while now and endured so much.
I'm a baby. Yeah, I'm a baby
you're still so young. So, like, when you think about, what do you want in terms of setting goals for yourself, short term, long term? What do they look like right now?
I want to win this fight and then fight in either October in Boston or November at MSG.
Yeah.
I'd like to fight again on the East Coast.
Yeah, is there anyone that you're, itching to fight, or is it just, about trying to maybe, knock off as many as possible?
I used to think of it more like, all right, I'm like, ooh, this guy would be a good one for the career, and then I take out this guy, that'd be good for career, But I think what's best for the career is just fighting, getting fights, getting experience. Every time I'm in there, I feel like I level up. I see more in the cage. There's the cage experience is a big factor. And so I'm racking that up now.
Yeah, and you have the shortest average fight time of any active welterweight on the roster. I think it's like just over 5 minutes. So when you look at this fight, do you think we see that trend continue? Do you see this being a relatively short fight that's another finish? Do you think this is something that maybe goes longer? How do you envision it playing?
I never really envisioned. I guess the last one, I definitely thought I was gonna knock him out in the first round. I do like to go in there and murk people. It's fun to get in there and run through them in a minute. And that could very well happen, but you can't prepare for that. I prepare for 3-5s. To go the distance. But I think I take him out. I'm a finisher, and I'll finish him.